Hello, friends. This is Tony. Thanks for tuning in to Tony's Tips. My heart's desire is to give you some encouragement each week to help you along your journey. And just to remind you that this is a journey, that we have to eat every day for the rest of our lives. And that's one of the reasons that for those of us who, I like to use the word foodies, those of us who are foodies or love food or struggle with food, it can be a challenge. You know, if you overcome cigarettes or alcohol, I'm not saying those are easy things, but you never have to pick them up again. Whereas we have to open the refrigerator and we have to eat every day for the rest of our lives, and that does create a challenge, especially if we tend to eat more than we should, and if we just if food is our thing. So. Met with a guy this morning. I've known him for 18, 19 years, and I just said, you know, as long as I've known you, I've never seen you fluctuate in your weight. And he said, well, it's just not my struggle. So um, anyway, it's just a reminder that we're all built differently, we're all wired differently, and we all have our strengths and weaknesses and opportunities to grow. So food happens to be one for many of us. And Australia was a little rough. We were on the road a lot. We traveled a lot while there, visiting my son and his wife and our newest grandbaby. And we ate out a lot, too much, and that's what my son wanted to do. So we did that a lot. And so fortunately, any pounds we gained are not here to stay because we know what to do to get them back off. I think I'm already down about 5 pounds since getting back from Australia. And that's just getting back to eating with a little more sanity. And right after Christmas, when we're done traveling, then I will get back on full program instead of just modifying. And that's just, I love having this little secret weapon. So I'm headed to Arizona tomorrow, Thursday, and I'll be back Saturday night. And then Sunday morning we leave for New York City because that's where one of our sons and his wife and grandchildren live, the ones that used to live around the corner from us here in Meridian. So we're going to see them for a week. We'll be back for a little while and then head to Pocatello for Christmas, where our other son and his wife live. And life is just busy. And so anyway, we're just living life like all of you, and you know, ebb and flow, ups and downs. And thankfully, we know what to do and how to do it. And thank God for this program. It's been such a life changer for us. So anyway, I want to share something that was really on my heart. A couple days ago, I was on Facebook, and first of all, we have a client from 5 or 6 years ago. I think she lost maybe 30 pounds or so. And I knew her husband in the business world, and he's a very successful businessman, and was traveling the first week in November overseas on business. And I'd always wondered why, when he saw his wife lose weight so steadily, why he didn't jump on board. And I was concerned for him, but it wasn't ever really appropriate to approach him on it. And I just learned a few days ago that while traveling overseas on the airplane, he had a massive stroke and he's completely paralyzed on the right side. At least that's the last that I read. And still in a hospital in Amsterdam. And very, very sad to me, to my heart. And it just as a reminder that our health is so valuable, and we just need to be very mindful and intentional about living our healthiest life. There are so many things that are outside of our control, but when it comes to things that we can control, like our food intake and exercise and sleep and trying to reduce stress and all those things that the Habits of Health teaches, remember that Habits of Health is not just about weight loss. It doesn't just, I mean, it mentions the word Metafast twice in there, and now that we've rebranded ourselves to Optavia with the no artificial sweeteners, colors, and flavors, we're even in a better position to create health in our lives. And so remember that the Habits of Health is really about helping you create new habits and change your life. And I always am baffled when I know of people that maybe stop doing program and they stop reading and doing the lessons as well. And it's kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. If you never reach your goal or don't finish program, don't toss the books, because those are designed to help you create a new set of habits in your life and to help you with a long-term approach to your health journey. And as you read a chapter and then do a lesson in the workbook, and I'd like to just ask for raise your hand right now. I can't see you, but are you reading consistently? Are you doing a lesson in the workbook, even if it's every other week? This is a lifetime journey, and the internal change is so important. So I really encourage you to work on that internal transformation. Read the Habits of Health. Do the lessons in the workbook. There are some really crucial things in there to help you make changes. And without those changes, we're still the same people that got ourselves into trouble with weight in the first place. So I just want to remind you the habits of health is crucial, that working on the internal growth is crucial, and that sometimes things happen with our health that are preventable. A lot of things can be reversed, some things cannot. And so it's not to be scared, but at the same time, we need to be concerned that things can happen and we don't know when. I mean, flying on a plane overseas and all of a sudden have a massive life-changing stroke, oh my word, that's heavy. And so take responsibility for your health. We're giving you tools with the habits of health. We're giving you tools for weight loss with the program. And it's not always easy, it's not always fun, but it's our own choice, and we have to decide what we want for our life and for our health. And I would encourage you to never give up, that you keep pressing forward with your health. And if you have some setbacks, and I would say that's what we've had on our trip to Australia and Thanksgiving and everything, but that's not where it stops. We're getting right back to where we belong, and health-wise, eating-wise, and thank God that we have these tools. And I just want to encourage you that you never throw in the towel, you don't give up. You just press on, and you just keep working towards your best and healthiest self. You'll appreciate your quality of life better, and those around you will appreciate so much more that you've taken good care of yourself, because there's a lot of burden on those around us when we lose our health. So I've been battling some health challenges this week unrelated to food, and it's been kind of a drag going to the doctor, getting prescription, things like that. It's just frustrating, and I think, gosh, what about when something permanent happens or something really major happens? It becomes so consuming. So pursue your best health. Read the habits of health. Remember, it's not just about weight loss. It's about changing all areas of your life. More sleep, less stress, laugh more. That's one of our mottos around here, is to laugh more. So reach out however we can help. And my assistant, Anitra, you've got her email, since she sends out emails once in a while, or reply to the text and she'll see that. And keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing. Give us an update at your earliest convenience. I'd love to hear from you. Quick text or an email or a Facebook message. And God bless you. Bye-bye.